Happy Thursday, everybody. My birthday was last Wednesday, and part of my birthday gift, my grandmother got me this book. It's called I Met a Moose in Maine One Day. I can't wait to share it with you. I met a moose in Maine one day. Just how it happened, I can't say. I brushed my teeth, I combed my hair, and all at once, the moose was there. In Maine, as you know, the moose come and go. They relax in the storms. They make tracks in the snow. They live in the woods with the bear and the hare, and whatever they're doing, they do it out there. I like the snowman that he made. It's pretty silly. This is why, in this case, something seemed out of place. To be here with a moose in my house face to face? Whoa, that's a big moose. The moose was so big, so wide, and so tall, I was not sure at all he could squeeze through the hall. He tried to be small, and he made sure to crawl, but those antlers of his still left marks on the wall. I didn't mean to suggest that the beast was a pest. In fact, I felt blessed just to have such a guest, 'cause by any measure, this moose was a treasure. His smile was charming, his manners a pleasure. That's him trying to go down the hall. We shared a few laughs, we talked quite a lot, and he told me some things that I never forgot. Then we played hide and seek, but it was no use. It seems this is not the best game for a moose. And then after that, we decided to race, but a moose, when he runs, needs a great deal of space. He smashed every bottle and jar in the place, and the napkins I had were too small for his face. Making quite the mess. So I took him outside and we walked for a while until we reached town, which is more than a mile. If you want to meet friends and you need an excuse, I suggest that you walk into town with a moose. All the people we passed stopped to give their regards. They leaned from the windows, they waved from their yards. Old men on their porches seemed very impressed that a neighbor of theirs had a moose for a guest. So they're walking downtown. At the general store, people's chins hit the floor when the moose and I casually walked through the door. I bought a few things that a moose never buys because everyone knows a moose loves a surprise. I bought him some fudge and a lumberjack hat and some great maple syrup, and boy, he liked that. 'Cause you know maple syrup's the best thing by far that anyone's ever put into a jar. So the people are scared when he comes in. But look how happy he is with all of his gifts. That's so thoughtful. And the hat, I must say, was precisely his size, in a blue that I thought really brought out his eyes. At night we went dancing, we really let loose, and there's nothing quite like letting loose with a moose. We did a few things that a moose rarely does. And if that sounds exciting, believe me, it was. So here they have a bunch of photos of him in his hat. They're out having fun. But this was just one little village in Maine. There were many to see, so he hopped in a plane. From Auburn to Belfast, from Friendship to Lee, the moose and I saw every sight we could see. We walked every walk and we viewed every view, and the moose I met took me to Wallagrass too. They took a plane to visit all different places in Maine. In Camden, a lot of us got on a yacht and we docked before dark in a beautiful spot. We saw fish having fun. We watched seals eating meals. We met lobsters and otters and eagles and eels. In Bangor, we climbed on a raft made of logs and we floated down river with beavers and frogs. We hopped and we jumped and we rocked and we rolled and we rushed through the rapids like loggers of old. We stopped off in Portland one beautiful day to eat a fine lunch in an outdoor cafe. We ordered the salmon with blueberry juice, and there's no better juice you can drink with a moose. We left room for dessert because we heard that they made the world's best selection of chocolate mousse cake. When we had all our fun and our travel was done, we stopped by the roadside and stood in the sun. I think we were somewhere near Smithfield or Rome when the moose I met said it was time to go home. He gave me a wink and I gave him a smile. We hugged and we said our goodbyes for a while. Then he went on his way, but he made sure to say that he knew he would come back to see me someday. Aww. 2 new friends. Now I know that my story may sound out of whack. Even I find it hard to believe looking back. But it wasn't a dream and it wasn't pretend. I did meet a moose, and that moose is my friend. The end. Thank you guys. We have tomorrow and then we get to see you guys on Monday. Can't wait to see you guys. Bye.